for the witness?
Chair, I don't have a question for the witness, but we do have Dr. Jim Ireland on the task force on the lower screen there. So we do have a medical professional on this task force.
Thank you
Very
for noting that, Mr. Troy. I don't have a name, but it says iPad 9 PAM, PAM. Are you there? And if so, do you wish to testify? I don't see any person, but I see a hand up. Okay. All right.
yeah.
James Trice.
God damn it.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Most of the people on this call probably see me before.
Mr. Trice, we cannot hear you.
You said you cannot hear me?
Now we can.
There we go. How you doing? My name is James Trice. I'm a combat medic, a patient advocate, veterans advocate, and an advocate for spouses independence. This is a pretty nice meeting. A little disheartening because it reminds me of House Bill 321 relating to dispensaries. So I might as well just get to it. First, I'm for medical use, but for recreational use or adult use, we need more research. Without evidence-based research to support this initiative, I cannot really go through with that. Marijuana versus cannabis verbiage is very important. We have to fix the language. Definitely work on decriminalization of possession as long as they aren't actively smoking in public places. You can have medication on you, but not be partaking in public places such as parks and near buildings. Fixed income patients cannot afford these prices at the dispensaries. And I myself, 100% disabled from the Army, fixed income is a big issue in Hawaii, not just for home ownership, but for medication purposes. Patients' right to grow is irrevocable as it is a human necessity for survival. We really need to sit down and get our verbiage correct on some of these initiatives. States with social equity, I would say Oklahoma. Limit the licenses and provide mandatory education for dispensaries and licensees or license holders. Good places to actually look at outside of Oklahoma would be a place like Puerto Rico or Virginia, as Virginia is a lot more rural than many of these other states that people are looking at. California has a much larger population than Hawaii. That's apples to oranges you're comparing. Colorado, Oregon, that's apples to oranges. You got to look at smaller populations and population density when considering these things. Sensory education, I've done it already. For those of you who know me, you've seen me outside of NOAA Botanicals for many, many months, if not years, doing vaping education, growing, smoking cessation, and talking about the bioavailability of cannabis in your bloodstream, because this is something that spouses and dependents need to know when taking care of their patients, i.e. caretakers. Cannabis sorry forms going on everywhere, the war on drugs, but we should look at this for ourselves with Judge Kubo and Camo regarding workforce development and reintegration into society. 329
Trice, I'm gonna ask you to wrap it up.
And I'm on it, trust me. The 329 program is very great. I do approve of the 329 program. I would like to ask that they simply open it up and make it larger and add a few more people on there, such as people who are disabled veterans and Native Hawaiians and other outside minorities, because we get plenty of people from Pacific Rim, not just on our island, but patients from American Samoa and Guam regularly. If you need me, please contact me, 808camo@gmail.com, and I look forward to hearing from you all.
Thanks, Mr. Trice. And before we entertain questions, thank you for your military service. Greatly appreciate it. Task force members, any questions for Mr. Trice? Hearing none, the last testifier that I've been given is Greg.